And welcome to the Alvin Lady Jackets basketball show. I'm Phil Jean along with Coach Christina Battle, and we're going to discuss a couple of games that the Alvin Jackets played, including playing Sam Rayburn and South Houston. We're going to, of course, South Houston, you guys ended up with a 69-44 loss. Just tell us a little bit about that game and what happened. I mean, I know 33 turnovers in that one.
Very aggressive game. The team came out explosive on defense, and our girls had a very hard adjusting to that. And I think they were able to really kind of show their grit in the third and fourth quarter to be able to overcome that, but unfortunately we came up short.
Yeah, taking a look at the schedule, you see the 69-44 loss, and then of course then you guys ended up bouncing back with the Sam Rayburn win, 27-21. Taking a look a little bit ahead as well, you guys have a few games still to go. But we're going to delve into those games a little bit in depth and see some of the plays, and we'll break down some of that action. Just how different of those two games were there? I mean, one was a little bit more high scoring, the other one was much more a defensive drudgery type of.
Yes, the pressure with the South Houston was definitely a difference compared to Sam Rayburn. The kids were a little bit more comfortable offensively attacking against Sam Rayburn opposed to South Houston, which is a lot more aggressive.
All right. We're going to go to the Sam Houston game just right after this break, and stick with us. All right, welcome back. We are now talking and digging into that 69-44 loss to South Houston. You guys had 33 turnovers that led to 27 points, but you did outshoot them in the three-point section, 43% to 19%, and you did better in the free throws, hitting 10 of 15 compared to their 5 of 15. Let's take a look at some of the game action, and you kind of take us through some of these plays.
Alrighty, we got Trinity coming in, taking a shot, missed. Hayden was able to secure the rebound and go up. Being in great position to be able to secure that bucket for us.
That's good to see. All right, next play. Let's take a look at what happens here.
We got Cheyenne coming down the court, kicks to Lacey Evans, our sophomore, able to secure the two as well down low.
You gotta like to see her be able to break that pressure with the dribble, right?
Yes, it's something she's been working on a lot.
All right, let's take a look at the next play.
We have Cheyenne setting up our offense, 4 out, 1 in, got some give and go action, goes up for the floater and is able to secure it. All right, now we have Trinity and Jazz coming to break the press. Jazz looking down the floor, hits Cheyenne in the wing. She sees an opportunity to shoot and nails it.
And it looked like there was a toe on the line, so you always hate to see
yes,
that, huh?
You hate to see that. And Jazz did a very good job of seeing down the floor. Now we're setting up in our offense. Cheyenne sees that they're in a zone and they're playing off of her, and she makes them respect her by drilling it.
You have to love that. All right, let's take a look at the next play.
We got a kick to the wing, back down to Cheyenne, and Cheyenne dumps to Hayden to secure us a 2 in the paint.
Have to love that vision down low to get the assist.
Yes, and it really is them working on the plays in practice and knowing where that pass is going to be able to get that execution.
All right, let's take a look at the next play.
We got some pressure up top. Shay kicking to the wing. We got a shot knocked down on the wing on the left side of the court.
And that always opens up the action as well against the zone, right?
Because then they have to adjust.
And it also then stretches it out, opens up for the rebounds, and then you're able to take advantage. All right, let's take a look at the next play.
We got a missed three-point attempt. Shay with the rebound, and also finding her shot and able to knock it down.
Again, you guys outshot them 43 to 19% from outside. It's just the turnovers that really kind of doomed you. There you can see, actually, you guys went 3 for 4 from the corner on the outside shot.
Yes, they shot very well. They didn't lose their confidence in their shooting ability. They didn't shut down offensively. It's just defensively dealing with an aggressive team like that. They capitalized on each turnover and mistake that we made on that end.
Yeah, taking a look now at the South Houston shot, you're going to see the shot chart for South Houston. They were mostly inside, and that was obviously because of the turnovers and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
They only, I believe they only made like 1 3-point shot their game.
yeah. All right, so that was a 69-44 loss. There's the South Houston chart that we were talking about.
3.
As you can see,
4.
yeah, not too much from the outside, a lot from the inside, but that's mostly that transition game.
That they were utilizing.
Yeah,
Yep.
the turnovers and stuff like that. But you guys kind of settled in and were able to find your outside game and that offense as we got to see. Unfortunately, a 69-44 loss. But the player of the game, Cheyenne Lang, she ended up with 11 points, 8 rebounds. We saw a lot of her highlights. Just talk about her overall game and what you like to see from what she's bringing to the table.
She's a hustle player. She's the type of player that's going to go make things happen. The girls really feed off of her. If she doesn't see anything working, she's going to get her teammates involved. And I think she did a great job in that last game of getting the post action open and not just relying on the shot, but dumping and dashing and the give and go and giving her teammates an opportunity to score, as well as rebounding and being a defensive threat. So creating opportunities for herself. She's doing a really good job in growing and being a junior on the floor that's starting to look like a senior.
That's great. You need that type of team leadership.
Yes.
And we're going to come back right after this break, and we're going to take a look at Game 2 when we're going to look at the game versus Sam Rayburn. So that comes up right after this break. All right, welcome back. We're going to take a look at the second game that Alvin High School had, and this is against Sam Rayburn at Sam Rayburn, a 27-21 win. This one was much different than the other game. Obviously, a lot of pressure from South Houston. This one was just kind of a who could find the shot most. I don't know if either team really did, but you guys won despite shooting 20% from the field. You guys were the ones that were aggressive on defense, forcing 26 turnovers that led to 18 steals and then converted that to 16 points. We're going to take a look now at the action on the floor and you breaking down some of these plays that we're going to see here.
Gotcha.
All right, let's take a look.
All right, we got Shay breaking down their press, finding an open teammate down low and kicking it out for the shot. That is Cantu on the knockdown, our true sophomore.
Gotta love that. Again, Cheyenne being able to break down the defense with the dribble.
Yes.
Very important. All right, let's take a look at the next play. So what do we got here?
Same thing, we got Cheyenne kicking the ball down the floor, beating that pressure, finding Kaylin Griggs, a true freshman, fighting through contact and securing that 2 points for us.
All right, let's take a look at the next play.
And we're breaking their press. Unfortunately, they're trapping us over here. We kick out to the wing. And again, we're looking for our freshman down low, securing that 2-pointer as well.
And how much did that experience of the pressure that South Houston bring help you guys in this one when they tried to bring the same thing and having already experienced that, being able to break it down?
We were a lot more comfortable. I just watching them when they get trapped, not freaking out, not throwing the ball the other way. I think they learned from the pressure from South Houston and what we had to do to stay calm and make smart decisions and be able to fight through that.
All right, let's move on to the next play.
We got Cantu on a shot attempt, Kaylin with the rebound, kicking to Hayden, able to secure us a 2 as well as an and 1.
The hoop and the harm, gotta love it. All right, next play.
We're setting up in our offense. They're now in a zone, kick to the wing, wide open shot. That is Miss Alexia Clark securing that 3-point jump shot.
Gotta love when you're able to hit your outside shots to break down that 2-3 zone.
Yes, it really makes the other team respect you from that field, and we're a very good shooting team, and I tell the kids all the time to believe in yourselves and believe in your shot. You're wide open, knock it down.
All right, let's take a look at the next play.
Same thing, they're still in that zone, they're being real relaxed in it, Cheyenne noticing that and making them respect her from that three-point line.
If it's open, you got to take it.
Yes, yes.
And she nails it. All right, let's take a look at this next play.
We got a 2-on-1 fast break situation between Shay and Alexia, making a smart decision, Alexia being able to secure us that basket.
And that was probably on one of those turnovers that you forced 18 steals. It was 16 transition points, as we said, so that's pretty huge.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's take a look at the next play.
We got a kick out to Peyton Turner. She's also a freshman. This was her varsity debut and was able to knock down that shot for us.
How important is it to see a player? I mean, she had an opportunity to try to score, but took her time, looked for the open player on the outside, and you get a wide open long distance shot. You gotta like that.
Yes, and that is a conversation that we had, looking at the score being 21-25. We're in the fourth with 1:40 seconds to go. We have to be smart here. We can't turn over the ball. We can't take any bad shots. So Alexia being smart and being that junior on the floor to be like, let me find an open teammate opposed to a contested shot, and she really made a good choice there.
All right, so again, that secured the 27-21 win. Take a look at the shot chart. Obviously, a struggle getting the ball in the basket, but some nice points to see there. You got the mid-range shots where you were able to go 3 for 4 on that little left wing inside the arc. So you got to be impressed with that and nailing some of those threes that we saw in the highlight reel.
Yes, and it's interesting because all of the three-point shots is us, fighting their zone and capitalizing off of that. And then our inside shots all mostly come from transition. So it really being able to just play the game and take those turnovers and try to capitalize on them and learning from the previous game.
Got to like as well the defense you guys showed on the perimeter here, just allowing one shot to be made from beyond 3. That you've got to love to see.
Yes, and we had to do a lot of switching and talking on screens and handoffs and communication. So that really speaks to those guards up top being able to communicate and lock them down up there.
And that secures the 27-21 win. It's a lot better when we get to talk about a win rather than a loss.
Yes,
so,
sir.
Very nice to see that type of win, especially on the road. And then we are going to take a look at, of course, the player of the game, which was Cheyenne again. This time, she didn't fill the stat sheet up so much on scoring and assists, but she really was active on defense, getting those 7 deflections and 8 steals, which you got to love, right?
Yes. And oftentimes what I tell the kids is if the offense isn't working, let your defense speak loudly because it'll feed off each other. You're getting turnovers, you're creating opportunities for your team on the other end. And she's been doing a very good job of having active hands, using her vertical ability to go snatch those passes. So I commend her all the time, and I tell her she's leading the ways and continue to do so.
All right. Well, we've taken a look at a couple of the games that our Yellow Jackets played, and we're going to take a look at the schedule coming up right after this break. We'll see what stands to come ahead for our Yellow Jackets. All right. Welcome back. We are going to talk a little bit about where you stand right now. You've got that. We looked at our second district win there. Just how do you feel heading into this Christmas break with where the team stands? And I know you guys are playing Manville on Friday. Just how's your general sense?
Friday will be a challenging game for us. The focal point that I'm telling the girls is to continue to keep that fight, continue to keep that competitiveness. We have been having some changes with the team, so being able to have our juniors lead and encourage and motivate as we go through the trials and tribulations of getting our younger kids adjusted to the system of play. But I think that we have an opportunity to compete with everyone in this district. It just comes down to what team are we going to display and the heart and grit that we come out with. The biggest issue that we struggle with is being able to handle adversity. When we're down, like we've come back in situations like Sam Rayburn, it was a tight game all the way through and we were able to pull through. It comes with keeping your head and that mental toughness. So I think that is what it's going to come down to.
How much are you going to be practicing during the break? I mean, obviously, this is the winter break for the students and everything. Are you going to be able to try to get the players to mesh a little bit? I mean, how does chemistry get kind of thrown off by just the holiday schedule?
Yes, and being on break. So we play on Friday, and they have quite a bit of a break. They have a 5-day break that UIL puts in place that the kids are able to utilize their Christmas break that they're not able to practice. So they come into practice on the 2nd, and then we play on the 3rd. So we're looking forward to, getting them acclimated, not eating too much food, and still staying in basketball mode. And we're looking to do some breakfast during the break together as a team, and some team bonding things.
And that's always important. So, and anything else planned for yourself for the Christmas holiday coming up for yourself?
Full auntie duty. Full auntie duty. My nephew and my niece and my nieces and nephews will be in town, so auntie battle is in full effect. And I'm going to try to spoil them as much as my bank account allows me.
Okay, sounds great. All right, well, thank you for joining us. And, it's the Christmas break, so enjoy the Christmas that's coming ahead. And we will see you the next time. And hopefully we will have the gift of a victory and not the coal in the stocking of a loss. So remember,
Jacket pride never dies.